Trying something new is always scary. Whether starting a new business, meeting friends, or moving to a new country, it often takes a leap of faith. However, making connections can make those leaps a little easier. Jocelyn Gilbert is passionate about networking and connections, either for creating a support system or for new business opportunities. Let's get into it.
Thank you for having me over. This is part of my family already. So I'm very happy to be here.
Well, today's conversation kind of ties into what you do here at U Multicultural as well, and your work outside networking. Newcomer Network and La Paella Canada, all about networking and connecting with people. And I know you've got a great, amazing event coming up, but let's get into the roots of it, networking. To you, what does that word mean?
Networking has to be with connections, making connections for different purposes. And you know that I focus mostly on newcomers. As a newcomer advocate and community connector, I'm always trying to support the community and connect them, bring them together, because those connections can lead us to successful businesses, being successful in life. For example, that getting new friends, even for your businesses, getting clients, and yeah, that's what it's all about.
Working together is so important. And as we're looking at life as a whole right now across every aspect, people have less friends. There's less community dynamics than there used to be. One of those is tied to third spaces in the community, places where you go outside of home or work. So connecting, whether that's for friendship, socializing, or for work, is incredibly beneficial. And I mean, you're a great example of someone who is working and networking incredibly hard.
Yeah, and you know what? We started during COVID. And you know that there is a before and after COVID, because after the pandemic, we stayed, okay.
BC
now
and AC, before COVID, after
of
COVID.
Course. Yeah, of course. Even working, people don't want to go back to work. They want to work for sure, but from home. So after COVID, we experienced that need of being in contact with people. I remember during COVID, we started La Paella, and I created my community group through social media. And when the doors were opened, I started meeting in person all those people. But something that is happening also is with LinkedIn. I have been connecting with so many people on LinkedIn. And sometimes when we meet those people outside, we say, oh, nice to see you in person. But we feel we have that connection already. Connecting is really important in all aspects of our lives.
And I mean, hey, one of your upcoming episodes deals with just that, LinkedIn.
Yeah. And you know, I met I was going to say Ryan.
That's me.
I met Matthew on LinkedIn 5 years ago, and I connected with him a few weeks ago, and yeah, that's what it's all about, connection. And we're having an event to promote that networking with businesses.
Tell me a little bit more about this event. What does it look like? What can people expect? When does it take place?
Yeah, it's going to be on Friday, June 14th, from 5:30 to 7:30. We will be inviting different entrepreneurs, guest speakers. We will have food. We are going to have special performances and some mocktails. And the people will have the opportunity to learn a little bit about the new networking through social media. I will share my experience, how I grew my network through social media. But there's going to be someone else will be talking about communicating your value as a business. And the people will have a chance to connect and talk to others and showcase their business and say, hey, this is what I do. And let's see what comes up from there.
I think that's the important aspect, to utilize all the tools around you. Like if you're avoiding social media, and I know that's one thing I like to do personally. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but it is an important tool to connect with people and find like-minded individuals, whether that is for building a community or finding opportunities for work and business, especially if you're a newcomer entrepreneur. Those tools are invaluable.
And not only for newcomers. For example, domestic, you're having a business and you need clients, newcomers, we are clients, or sometimes we're looking for collaborations and we are having businesses and you don't know about our businesses. And it's a good way to have this win-win. Not only clients, but collaborations are great.
We want more businesses, livelihood, everything that can come and help build Winnipeg. I think for a lot of people, there are areas around town where you see empty, vacant buildings for weeks or even months or years. And it's incredibly frustrating seeing the slow kind of entry and death of communities. Osborne Village is a great example of a place where things are progressing and there's challenges. And as more and more businesses leave, those challenges compound on top of each other. So the more we can get people into there, like Osborne before COVID was so exciting. Every Friday you'd see people lining up to go to the restaurants, to the clubs, the bars. It's kind of a ghost town at times now.
And something that you mentioned is important to bring that to this table. Together, we are stronger. If everybody is taking individually, you're going to get somewhere, but you go faster when you go together, when you go with someone else. And there are so many things that we can do together. I know sometimes some people don't feel comfortable reaching other people, but I think those spaces and those events make the people to feel more comfortable because they see each other. Hey, I am the owner of this business. We could do something together. For this event, I'm collaborating with about 7 different small businesses. Yeah. And we are expecting to have 35 businesses in total.
Events like that, you're right. You feel a little bit more comfortable, because there's a lot of people that are probably in the same situation that you are. They're nervous to talk to other people. They're not sure how to take that first step. Both of you can work together through that shared experience of like, hey, this is my first time at this event. I'm a little nervous. Like, well, I'm nervous too. It's like, hey, you want to be my event buddy sort of thing?
Yeah. And the same thing happened with one of the business owners on that building, on the Richardson building. Mm-hmm. We're going to have the networking event in there. And he was telling me, this building looks, I don't want to say the word, but looks empty. Not many people are walking around, and we want to bring this back. What you said about the Osborne, and that's why we want to. We want to bring the people to those places. We want to energize those businesses, and we need to do something.
And it affects people of all backgrounds, right? Whether you're newcomers or you're domestic, seeing vibrancy in your neighborhood, whether that is businesses, people building friendships, more engaged to go out to other businesses. And I mean, it's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah.
You improve your mental state because you are working with people, connecting with people, building lifelong relationships, whether that is social or work. And that grows, affects someone else, and grows again, affects them more. It's a ripple effect.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Now that you mentioned that, people feel very inspired, because I remember when I organized the first networking event 2 years ago, I didn't hear that. I heard the word before, but networking event, I didn't hear about that. And after that, people started creating events and say, hey, it's an opportunity for you to network, come and do some networking, it inspires other people. And sometimes people feel, I don't want to go. But when they see the pictures or they see the videos, what was happening, oh, I missed it, but I won next time.
It's all about taking advantage of those opportunities. We had Shanley Spence in the studio, and she was talking about a production that she was invited to take a part on, exploring different spiritual sites and like ghost places, but from a very different perspective. She was very scared, but decided to take that opportunity, and was an incredibly fulfilling experience for her. So if it's something outside of your comfort zone, think about it for a moment. What are the benefits of it? And take advantage of it. Dive into that pool, jump off the deep end, go enjoy things. You never know what sort of opportunities and doors will open.
For those people who are listening to this podcast, I am all over the places. If you don't like LinkedIn, connect with me through Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. But because when you know someone already, you feel more comfortable. So I am sure I will make you feel you won't be by yourself and you will have fun. Because something that I would like to have in all my events, it's a little bit of entertaining, some music, some jokes, so people don't feel...
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. For yourself, what advice would you give someone, or how do you approach networking? When you're first getting here and you're trying to look into expand your circle, what sort of things were you doing and what were you thinking about in those moments before you even knew about networking?
In an event or in general?
No, just in general. Like for a newcomer who's coming in and they're like, what do I do? What should I be thinking about going to these? What were you thinking about the first time you heard about a networking event or attended it?
If it's the first time, if you haven't been in any networking event as a newcomer, I would recommend you to go with someone or contact someone who will go to that event. For me, it's not difficult because I love meeting people, but there are people who feel uncomfortable, in new places. But as I mentioned, social media, say hi, follow that person, say I like your content, or check on Indeed and on LinkedIn, and approach to those people, say hi. And you know what? Go. Get out of your comfort zone. I always say in the comfort zone, nothing grows. And you want to grow now. You want to become a better person, a better professional. You want to learn things. You want to meet people. And if you stay there in your comfort zone, you're going to be the same.
Well, this event you're hosting is an opportunity for people to do that. So once again, where can people, when is this event happening and where can people go to find out more information?
It's on June 14 from 5:30 to 7:30. And we are in social media, La Paila Canada. Also on LinkedIn, we are having the link so you can get your tickets and we're going to have fun.
Have any stories you'd like us to share or communities we should highlight? Leave a comment on our social media or reach out to us on our website. I'm Ryan Funk. This was U Talk, and have yourself a good one.